I have been playing a game called Trine 4 The Nightmare Prince. I've played Trine 1 and 2. I skipped Trine 3 for some reason. Trine 4 was released on October 8th, 2019, so almost literally a year ago. It's a really beautiful game with some like interesting puzzles, but sometimes they did frustrate me. I've been playing with my friend Hans, and there's this particular sort of like physics-based or light-based puzzle that's been like driving me up the wall. Um, and it reminds me like this game could be an education game where you have to like reflect light from like different angles in order to hit this thing, and if you hit this thing the door will open, and you have to figure out, okay, I have to combine everybody's powers and magic in order to do this. But uh, that is a tangent I will escape from. So Trine is basically, it's a game, 2.5D platformer. Trine 4 is. The original Trines were just 2D platformers. There are puzzles involved. There's sort of minor action now. There used to be more action in the older games, but very basic. Like probably in Trine 4, it's about 30% combat and 70% puzzles and jumping and figuring things out and talking to the friend you're playing with. This game can be played solo though, but it's definitely a game to play with 2 or 3 people. It's maximum 3 people because there are 3 characters, a rogue, a wizard, and a knight. Uh, if you love puzzles, definitely give this a go. I would definitely recommend it as like a real like a party game, something you play with your 3 friends online. Local is cool because this is available on the Switch. This is also Steam Remote Play, which means that you can play this on your computer, and someone else in another part of probably the same country can play this on your computer as well, even if they don't have the game. And that's pretty much it. It's awesome. I enjoying it, not as much as I used to, and I think I would prefer it in a local sense. Like playing it online is cool, but I feel like locally would be much more fun.
So I've played Trine 2. I didn't finish it. It was free on PlayStation Plus like way back in the day. Would you say that you should probably play the previous ones to get the story, or is the story completely standalone? Or
The story does continue, but in a very basic way. So like when I started this game, it referenced Trine 3 story, which I didn't play, but I got the idea of what happened in Trine 3. And it's really not important. You don't need to. I know you're a big story person, so for me, even this in Trine 4, there's a story. It's about the prince of the realm that you belong to, and he has some sort of dormant magic powers, and he runs away. And when he runs away, his magic powers are unleashed, and nightmares come into the realm, and uh, that's pretty much it. But it's a story is not a big part of the game in Trine 4 anyway, I would say. I felt like Trine 1 story was like a really big part of the game. Trine 4, definitely a big focus on the sort of increasing complexity in the puzzles and the 2.5D nature of the game. Yeah.
what about difficulty? So, like normally a game's difficulty, you can just say, "Oh, make it easy or make it harder." But I mean, obviously with puzzle games, you can't really make a puzzle easier or harder. How hard would you say it is?
I would
Is this
say
something anybody could get into, or
I would say there's something anybody could get into. You know, the wonders of 21st century is you can just Google problems, which me and Hans did once or twice, just because there were just certain puzzles. Adam knows I have a limited time to game, and we're getting towards the end of the time. I'm like, oh man, we've got to finish this, and if we don't finish this, we're gonna have to redo it all over again next week. So we did have to Google stuff. But there is like a lot of ways to do things. I know sometimes in puzzle games they get a bad rep that there's only one way, but in Trine 4, because everybody has such different powers and there's different ways to combine them, you can achieve solutions to puzzles in different ways.
so is this just like a straight up platformer, or is this more like a Metroidvania kind of thing where you can kind of go back and unlock new stuff as you go?
Straight up platformer. There's definitely no unlocking. I mean, when I played on Wednesday this week with Hans, we played. I think we must have clocked in about 9 hours so far in the game, and apparently, you know, because you can look up how many hours it takes to finish a game. To finish the game, only takes 12 hours.
Oh, okay.
So it's
That's short.
it is a short game. Um, Definitely something for people, and the price is not expensive. I mean, I bought it for less than $20 on Steam,
Okay.
and
So given that it's a short game, but it's still $20, less than $20. Would you say this is a buy or is this a wait for a sale kind of thing?
I would say if you've got a situation to play it in, this is definitely not a solo buy. If you're looking for a puzzle game, definitely get it on sale. If you've got some friends coming over or you want to play something online with somebody, uh, yeah, give it a buy. Why not?
All right. That covers my
Cool.
questions.
Thanks for the questions, Adam. And we're moving on to your old game.